Yeah, folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play News Tower, and the great redesign has finally happened. Let's go through this floor by floor, although, first I want to address my reporters, which are all here sort of in this middle floor. Originally, I was placing a lot of these reporter stations down on the bottom floor. So like, well, they have to, when I send them out to a story, they have to walk from their desk to outside, and then when they come back from a story, they got to walk back to their desk, right? And then that cycle has to repeat. I don't think that turns out to be entirely true, based on some things I've read online, based on some comments on the Discord, and thank you very much for that. It looks like, while it's true that they do have to walk from their desk all the way downstairs and then out to a taxi to leave for a story, when they come back and they drop off their story, they do drop it off at the typesetting desk. I think as soon as their hand is empty, we can turn around and send them out again. So we actually don't have to wait for them to come up here. Also, I didn't realize we can snatch a story out of someone's hands and move them around ourselves, potentially even from the typesetting desks. If we look at one that's got a story, this one here, I can go and take this and just drag it to another desk, which I don't think I was really aware of over there. I've also gone and put our two resupply desks down here on the bottom floor, right next to all these typesetter desks. The idea is hopefully they can grab those quickly and carry them up the floor to the assembly station. There's also one typesetting desk over there. I've got 5 and 5 of those. Again, I don't know if a 1-to-1 ratio is exactly right, but that's what we've got going on over here. Next, on my reporter's floor, what I did is what I did here, by the way, is I took everything and box selected it, and then with the build screen open, you can add up to 10 items at a time to the stash. So if you just keep clicking this button with everything selected, eventually you stash everything. So that's what I did. I stashed everything, and then I rebuilt it all, which might mean there's a little bit of a shuffle around. Although I guess everyone got unassigned from their desks too, except for 2 desks. People were still actively working on things. So those things couldn't be stashed. But anyway, other than that, yeah, I did a full redo. I realized our wallpaper here, you know what? It is going to bug me. It's like, it doesn't matter at all, but it does look pretty stupid, right? I guess we could put down like standard or pink stripe, but what the heck? Just to make sure it matches. And I'm assuming, so 25 bucks. Hopefully you're just going to charge me 50. I'm not entirely sure if that was, anyway, whatever. Now it all matches. We still just have the 2 toilet stalls, but now they're split up. It means I had to build an extra sink and stuff, but hopefully it'll minimize a little bit of walking. I mean, maybe this should be centered or closer to one of the doors or something. I don't know, but we got that. Anyway. So next floor up, I've got mostly all my assembly stations. So again, to try to keep it at a lower proximity. You see, I also went and spent the influence on a security station over here. So hopefully, if we do get some mobsters, that'll be taken care of. I don't know, like this guy might only take care of 1 at a time. So if we get like 3 mobsters, a couple of them might run around for a little bit, cause some chaos, and then one still running around a little bit, causing some chaos. I guess we'll see the next time we get some mobsters coming and causing some problems. There was a new patch released today, which apparently one of the things that could happen before, and for all I know, this is one of the slight issues we're getting, a lot of jobs might get stocked, like they weren't maybe getting spread out properly among all the stations, and they might get queued all at one, which may have been part of the reason that an issue was developing from time to time. A lot of the patch was optimizations for performance with really large towers, which probably wouldn't matter for us. We'll see. Anyway, so one of the things when doing the reporter desks is I did go through the effort and try to stack similar reporter desks together to maximize the overlap of certain benefits. So for example, if we look at this reporter desk, it's crime, entertainment, and society. This one here is crime and entertainment and then politics, and this one is crime, politics, sport. This one is politics, sport, and then society, and then a similar sort of thing over here, just so that we can use fewer of the items. In fact, I still have tons of stuff in my stash over here. I got 22 items in my stash that don't need to be used. I'm a little confused as to, oh, did I not give you guys? Oh, you are missing. Okay, hang on. Okay, so I missed one of the globes. Actually, there we go. Okay, that makes sense. I'm like, hold on. The globes wouldn't be an item I've stacked more efficiently, so I don't think... Yeah, that makes a lot of sense that was missed. But then you can see we've got a few things to spare over here that we were able to save. I could go and sell them, but I mean, we're not immediately hurting for cash, and presumably I'll want to do those later. What I like about the game is it's very smart. So for example, if we look at our stash, so this is the stashed items, and say we look at the small plant over here, we've got 2 of them in the stash. If I were to just try to build a new small plant, it'll actually grab them from the stash first. It won't actually charge us for it. In fact, you can see that we've got the little like sell and trash commands over here, but that's really smart. So you don't have to grab things out of the stash to do that. And see, a few of these are complaints. I think a few of the stories were on the ground, although that may have just not been updated since that. So anyway, big reshuffle. I mean, the top floor is not changed, except I did deploy a bunch more medium plants to try to offset as much of the penalty as possible over here. And a lot of the desks were also placed with a little bit more gaps between them so that we could fit in some plants. Unfortunately, couldn't really do that over here because it's kind of packed tight. But there we have it. At some point, I'm sure this red apple painting is going to have to go to somewhere where we need the prestige. But for now, it was just a good way to boost things over here. And yeah, this is our little class clown, or office clown, which maybe there's a better spot for him. I don't know. Do you have, because I'm actually wondering, maybe you should be over here. I don't know. I think this is going to be okay. All right. So what are we looking for this week? We are looking to print Mafia and Alarming for the Mafia, and then a variety of things over here. And I think I'd set my focuses. Yeah, we're focusing on everything except crime, which is interesting because really these 2 are more likely to happen in crime, but we've already got them. And I think, was this the one where I had overloaded on crime previously? Except that's no longer the case. Why do I have everything prioritized? What was my thinking here? I'm wondering, hold on. Is this the one where I did have, because we're nearly done Monday, maybe by doing the reshuffle, I might have, by trashing the telegrapher's desks over here, I might have gone and reset all of our stories. You know what? I'm going to start with prioritizing crime, and as soon as we get like 2 or 3 of those listed, I'm going to deprioritize it. All right, some cleaning there. It's a little far to get the cleaning all the way there, but hopefully that'll be okay. All right. Okay, there we go. I'm going to turn... Oh, there's no more crime stories now anyway, so it doesn't really matter. We may have lost a bunch. See, you only have a single tag. I'm going to declare the single tag one still not worth researching. Oh, so we have no more crime this week. It's a good thing we've got what we need. Okay. Come on, give me... There we go. This is a much more interesting story. We've got a branch here. So this is a silver tag and pushes us leftwards. Where... There's a good place to see it. Okay, I mean, we could unlock the number 1 thing over here. Each unique tag, a few extra sales. I don't think there's anything we really need to optimize for one way or the other. This does, I mean, they both have 2 tags. This one ends up as a silver tag, but takes longer to research. I guess I'll do that. Sure. All right. Ooh, there we go. This looks like fun. There's no... Oh, yeah, I got to remember we've got some unique traits going on here. Ooh, adventurous. It's Karen who wants to take care of the adventurous thing. Did not get the extra tag, and I think it shows up immediately, but I don't remember. And then there's nothing special going on here, so we'll just get our best sports person. At least it's 2-tag story. And I actually don't know how much I had banked. The psychic would be great here, because we could... No instant unlocks. All right. Yeah, I don't know how many we have banked here. Maybe I shouldn't be so picky, because we may just need to fill things up. But we will see. Lucky. Nothing matters over here. I could save you in case there's a dangerous tag, but there's no other stories pending right now. So, all right, Cindy, go ahead. Boulder Dam, work advances. All right, great. The story comes in. So the dun-dun-dun-dun-dun is a taxi coming back. So a reporter has just arrived right here. So as it turns out, I think I got to click on the reporter. I can take this and drop it off at a typesetting desk. So there's another reporter here with a story, and same thing. Saving us a little bit of walking. Maybe I should have gone the one upstairs. See, and this person here is carrying something to one of these assembly desks. This one here, there we go. So I'll save you the walk, and then you can do something else. I don't think this kind of micromanagement is what I want to end up doing, but it's technically possible. In any case, with the reporters, as soon as I yoink something out of their hand, they become available. So Bridget Adams, for example, is here, but not currently available. Presumably, there it is. Probably one of these guys. There's Bridget Adams. So we take that, drop it off at a typesetter's desk, and you can see one of the typesetter's desks had 2 already. Okay, and then that instantly recycles you. Not that we have something waiting, but that should do this. Okay, so we can really play a lot more optimally here. We have no particular desire for a light bulb or the graduate's hat, but it is a silver story, so we'll go ahead and do that. Use someone who doesn't have any traits that we want to save for anything else. Oh, and we need to go and do this one. I guess we'll go ahead and throw Karen in there, even though you could use a bit of a break, but so be it. And then, yeah, we'll take this story. So all the typesetter's desks are busy. This one's about to finish, though, so I'll go and queue that one up. And then if it finishes a cycle, okay, I can grab the other side and throw it at one of the assembly. Okay, so we can really, really accelerate things dramatically here. So this one's waiting as well. So you don't have one waiting. And unfortunately, other than clicking on them, I don't think I can tell whether one of these has something waiting. Again, there's Wednesday. I just recycle it. There's a good number of stories left. I'm going to recycle it. Again, this isn't the sort of micromanagement I like at all. You know, this is not what I find fun, so I probably will still not do it that often. Or I will do it that often and then resent it. Lillian really needs a break. I think I'm just going to wait. Ooh, 4th Academy Awards. Ooh, dust off those dapper suits and flapper dresses. Hollywood glitz and glamour will be on full display at this year's 4th Academy Awards ceremony, and we are invited. Held at the Biltmore Hotel, the star-studded event will have the nation talking. The Western Cimarron has a record of 7 nominations. Will they cash in on all those glamorous prizes? Okay. All entertainment. We knew him for you. Listen, Lillian, I know I said I was going to give you a break, but apparently that's not going to happen. Hopefully someone's nearly home. 3 hours. Okay, that should be fine, especially since now we know we can save them a little bit of time. Okay, all sorts of reporters are ready to go. So grab this, put that there. Oops. Here, grab that, put it upstairs. Since it's further walk, I should really prioritize those, and this is a little further, so we're going to do that. And then hopefully that has immediately cycled someone else with entertainment. It has. Lucky here doesn't matter, so we'll just do that. And yeah, we have enough time. I could swap someone out. Cindy has, I think, better score than one of these guys, and one of them does need a break, but we'll do this anyway. Traits don't matter here, so we'll do that, and hope Karen has time to grab a snack or use the restroom. That is likely what she's looking for right now. And there we go. We can do this. Are you pending over here as well? There we go. So I'm going to let my... Oh, shoot. I need paper, and probably lots of it. So my delivery people are going to be doing some of this sometimes. Okay. Okay, this is fine. You are working. We got the little time limit, but that's okay. Hollywood Union. Karen. Great, do it. And then you only got one tag, although it will be hot right now. I was going to say I should prioritize maybe more entertainment research, but no, there's none left. Let's do that. Yeah, well, I think I will leave this. Someone is here with a story. You're clearly idle. You're idle. Jill's carrying something, it seems like. There we go, get assembling. There might be some more, but that'll have to do. And then Penny, go to work over here. Oh, and then Bridget over here. Okay, we're not getting any more stories. I don't know that any of these has a follow-up. Boom, boom, boom. Nice. Entertainment stories are smoking. So, yeah, there you go. And then all the assembling tables have one. You're closest to done, so we'll go and queue that up. And then you're nearly done the one you're working on, so we'll queue that one up. And then let's get these delivered. Sweet. I need to be able to click on this one. Thank you. Do that. And let's get even more paper. Oh, that's in the toilet. Which, you know, we'll need some paper at some point too, but I really want the printing module. Okay, we'll have enough paper for the next load at this point. Typesetting. This one looks almost done, so I'll queue that up. And then, oh, you actually are done, so that was a bit of a mistake. There. And that one doesn't have any going on. Oh, there's a story that needs something. Oh, wait, did we get one more story? I thought we were done. And then speaking of stories, here. And that's clearly nearly done. And that. And I mean, you know, maybe, you know, games should reward micromanagement and, you know, giving you something else to do, some other lever to pull to speed things along. So, but now I'm going to feel compelled to do this. And I like it. Smells like up dog in here. What's up, dog? Oh, what a joker. All right. We might have a few more of these that we can move. Yeah, there we go. And, oh, no, that's wrong desk. There we go. That's your one. And this one over here. And we do that. And then, all right. And probably not worry about the rest. Maybe dump some more paper in here. Because if there's something outstanding, then the resupply person will end up moving that. There we go. You know what? Go ahead and do this, and then we'll leave that on autopilot. Well, I say that. I'm going to go ahead and put it on the floor, apparently. At least put it in this here. Let's go. Okay. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Sunday morning. Time to roll out the presses. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to get another paper delivery. I really don't want to be caught short at any point. Although I'm not going to micro that one. Okay. Last chance. Print now. So, I mean, if we can go and like trigger one of these two bonuses, great. If we unlock that, great. Like, it's not really a big deal. I think I'm not going to be looking for a specific leaning to the newspaper. That's not what I'm concerned about. Achieving these various sub-goals will be good. We do have a lot of alarming news we could put on the front page. I don't know if the hot stuff should be tripled. We don't have a specific need for entertainment, but if we sort by entertainment... You know what? None of the entertainment ones are actually quite that enticing. And it is... still weird to me. Okay, well, we'll have to put you clearly, but... alarming stories. So you've got tons of tags, so we'll throw that in there. And I mean, you are specifically politics, economy alarming. So we'll do this and then that. Okay, we still have to run Mafia. We could do a crime page over here because our Mafia story that we have is crime. So I'll do this one because it's got a bunch of tags. Make sure to run this one, and then this one's got crime and entertainment, so that's okay. Or, did I say entertainment? I mean, adventure. And then, yeah, let's sort by entertainment, which is mostly old news, unfortunately. Well, sorry, this one's old news, but still. There's a gossip double tag. I have another page, right? I might just do another page of entertainment. So what I'm going to do is put this one, which just has a single tag, and on this page... we're going to do all... what is this again? Inspiring. Inspiring entertainment news on page 4 completely. There we go. Decent combo. We're actually going to use 856 units of paper. And I think one of the things in the patch, it actually reduced the amount of required paper for printing as well, and it's still there. Oh, okay, hold on. I didn't get dirt. So I don't have a statement. It's a little annoying that I didn't get the dirt or the defeat. I suppose I could go and remove some of these crime stories. I mean, I have to do this one with the Mafia. It'd be great if there was one that was dirt and defeat together, but there isn't. I mean, I can't unlock Gravesend this turn anyway because the statement isn't available. But do I still want to get these two down there to lock in the subscribers and make progress so that it's simpler to do it next time? I like that these have the quality tag, though. You know what? Gravesend, you're just going to have to sit on that. We got the Mafia one. That's going to be fine. And this is a great sales paper. Okay. Things are definitely chooching along here. Resource scarcity. Can I read the headline anymore? Can I do this? Can I go back? No, this is still in the way. All right. Lots of money. Record newspapers. Yeah, didn't do much there. Operation Classified is done. And yeah, we can't upset the mayor anymore. So at least there's that. We get 2 more influence, a little bit of bonus cash. And we're moving towards the... Oh, it's Bobby's shop. For some reason, I assumed this was a courthouse. Oh, I didn't actually check to see where we're landing. Okay. Recap. And yeah, at least having one, I think, still gives us access. So I think we could reach the union access now. Let's go and show the little icon. But we need higher rep before we can get that. Fair enough. So do we keep working the Mafia? Ooh, 2 censorship stories have to be printed. I mean, we definitely don't have any in the bank. And I do want to boost you. I like that the Navy. Avoid crime and unveiling. That might be fine. Yeah, we only have 1 crime story banked, and it's not very impressive. And I like that this one is just plain out, you know, just a buff. Okay, I'm going to do this. Haven't even looked at the others. Although I guess I could have checked the cathedral. Deliver a bunch of food. Oh my god. Okay, these guys are crazy. So I just have to order 20 crates worth of food, presumably. I mean, do I have to deliver them to someone off map? Do I, like, as a consume it? Do I have to deliver it to a coffee maker? Or do I literally just have to order 20 food crate delivery for a permanent boost? It's interesting it can't be declined. Oh, you can only decline once per reputation tier. Interesting. And I wouldn't want to decline this one anyway. That is a good investment. But you know what? I think this is also a good investment. So we'll do this. I kind of want to go back to Gravesend because we already have 2 of these. What's annoying is the statement is most likely to be found in crime and politics, and we don't want to print any crime. But I guess we could focus on the politics side. Do I still want to push on this one, or do I want to start somewhere completely different? I don't know. I wonder if I should really start hitting some of these. And we don't get a count here to show that we've got some banked. No, I'm going to go back to Gravesend, because we do have it, like, partially worked on. And we are going to... So, yeah, no crime, no unveiling. So we could focus everything else, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus politics specifically. And again, maybe I'll try to avoid overloading on it. We got some repairs, a shortage of paper, order more paper, and then drag some of what we've got up here. No, we're clearly going to need... Oh, I put that in the toilet. Damn it. You know what? In hindsight, I shouldn't have put the toilet there because it's way too easy to miss. Okay, so I got 2 orders of paper coming in now. We did cycle some new workers. What is this one? More skill in unused. Yeah, but I don't really care. The reporters having the increased skill and unused skill makes a lot of sense. For the other roles, I'm not really shuffling. Like, reporters will do stories and various things over time. Okay, so we don't want to do crime. We don't want to do unveiling. So this is a crime one. So we'll go relief flower in party pantry. And I guess we'll just put you in here. That's going to be fine. And then a society research here. Okay, well, we have to do both. This would be a crime story. So we won't run it this week, but I think this is going to have enough tags that it's going to be worth running. So we'll go ahead and do that. So we'll run it next week, I mean. It'll be old news. We don't have an anti-dirt. In fact, we want to run more dirt. So yeah, we'll go and do this. And we're actively looking for, right, the statement. So we still want to run politics, although, oh, that's our last politic one. So that's annoying. And it's just a lone Tag. I'm going to recycle you. Okay, so I don't think we're going to find the statement this week, unfortunately. Oh, well. Is there anything I want to focus on? No, I think just a random subset at this point is going to be okay. Or you know what? I should have put a focus on everything but crime. I think we will go and work this one, though. Investigative, I don't think we've got anything that boosts, because this is with adventurous tag, yeah. All right, well, we'll go ahead and do this, and we might get an injury. What I'll do is I'll put a focus on everything but crime. But crime. Since we don't want to be running crime stories. But yeah, we'll keep this locked in. Oh, I should be doing our little optimization thingamabobs to cycle these people as quickly as possible. All right. Which then opens them up. Throw you in here, and then we've got an economy story. Oh, which actually starts with entertainment. All right. Oh, let's use the psychic, which did unlock both subsets. We don't have anything that combos over here. Oh, Milfred is presumably just arriving. Is it Milfred? Yeah. Let me go and do that. Kind of wish it didn't have the hands full. Unless I can rip it out of their hands while they're still in a taxi. But I would be surprised. Okay. Oh, let me keep doing the paper module bits. I really wish... Like, I can go and... No, I can't both select them. I really kind of wish I could, but... I guess you got to do some work. I don't want to have my resupply people doing this, because they're still going to have to do some micromanagement for the stations, because I'm not catching them all. And honestly, we did a pretty big printing last week. We might end up using a crap ton of paper. All right, I think we're good for now, though. Go and yoink you and the one who's behind here. Can I click on that to select you? No. There it is, finally. That's a little tedious. Okay. What do we have here? Who's dealing with the army? Oh, it has a criminal tag. Oh, and there is... Oh, no, investigative is something else. Lucky doesn't matter here, so we'll do that. And in fact, was this the one that someone might get injured? Yes. Oh, but the lucky tag person doesn't have this trait. Well, it's clearly going to be worth investigating, though. Bump, bump, bump. That. And then, yeah, I'm going to see them over here. There's a story. You don't have anything. And... Can I not WSD while this... Oh, it's because I'm zoomed out so much. You're nearly done. So we'll do that. Bring up some people. All right, Charlene. Trying not to get hurt. Oh, nice job. All right. Bump, 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 bump. Ooh. Who's dealing with the army? All right, a little crime thing. Although everyone is busy. We don't need the psychic. It's kind of a lame story here. How much more do we have in the... Oh, we have tons in the bank. You know what? I'm going to cycle new films on Broadway. And then I'm going to take this story and drop it off there. Penny, I'll drop that off there to cycle you a little faster. Penny, there you go. You're quick at crime. Do we have our... We do have our lucky person. Has no base skill in social, but 3 with all the items. We still got some protesters, which I think will stop our people from going in and out for a little bit, which is annoying. Nothing that... I don't have anything for those tags. And society research over here. We'll throw Milfred in that one. And then... So they can't get in, but can I still drop off the story this way? Ooh, I can. And then does that enable me to redeploy you? It might. I mean, I guess you're not going to be able to go and satisfy any needs you might have right now, but... Boom. Missed clicking on you in time, but all right. Oh, let's use the psychic one. It worked! And then we'll throw Penny in on that, because, yeah, we don't have anything that interacts with this. And could save the adventure person in case we had something, but we don't anyway, so we'll do this and this. All right. And then yet another story. Oh. Okay. And then even if we don't have a story for the reporters right away, it might give them a bit of a chance to go and do something. We'd like Cindy to go and do this, since she's less likely to get hurt. Penny. And is it Cindy? No, that's Milfred. Penny's... Cindy's not back yet. 28 minutes, okay. Nearly there. Is this you, Cindy? I'll just throw that on there. Lucky? Ah, not so lucky. All right, well. Worth a try. Ooh, big crime one. Okay. Yeah, it's only crime stories are left. Which kind of makes sense, I suppose. Since we were ignoring them before, we focused on everything else. Oh, someone said with the bribes, there's like a fixed amount for the bribes. I don't know. There's clearly a bit of emotion. Like, this is enough to meet it and getting there, but you could accelerate it. Anyway. Ooh, mobsters. Well, we have our security goons now. Okay, one mobster shows up. Let's see what this does. So we should get the little, like, auto zoom when they show up. Indeed. So here they are. One mobster. Oh, security guard activates immediately. Well, he starts to wander. Does he know where the mobster is going? I wonder. It comes. We get a bit of a freak out. Still break something. Oh, and then he gets shoot out. Oh, then you go on a cooldown. Okay, so you still broke one thing. I mean, maybe we could make them walk a little bit more, which might buy us a little bit more time for things, but... Done and done. Good. Well, since I... Oh, no, I do have stuff. And yeah, we don't have a lucky person for this, unfortunately. We are going to want to use Karen for the next step, but I guess we'll use Penny for this one. Some protesters. Just going to shut down the front of our thing again. And then do that. Okay. Yeah. Protesters. And some stories that are waiting. This one's nearly done, it looks like. And then this one. And then this one, I suppose. Okay. And then, you know what? I'll go ahead and order the next set of paper. And just stock this up. All right. Good. Saturday. I can go and deliver one more of these as well. And then, yeah, I can start clicking on these stations to see which ones need to be transferred. You got two waiting there. Go and do that. There's still some more waiting to be moved, but overall, that's okay. Oh, right. I want Karen. Is it going to add revealing? It did. Nice. Yeah, we won't be printing that this week. You not have... Oh, you're standing in kind of an awkward spot. If I move this over one more, you still complain about the lack light. Milfred, why don't you go up to your desk? Okay, this might then be okay. Keep an eye out for that. Oh, maybe you were observing the plant? I don't know. Situation more stories. It's probably late crime stories, so I'm not too worried about it. Oh yeah, people pointed out, if I go for one of these that isn't complete, there's like another, someone's saying there's another icon to click to prioritize. This is maybe something else, but it's not this. I don't know. Anyway. Boom, 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 boom. A little bit of hunger, but we got that. Must print now. Okay. So no crime, no unveiling. Oh, I did get my statement, although it's probably the crime story, right? Yeah. I mean, that's a nice, valuable one, but I guess we'll have to wait until next one. The big dirt one, and it's ready to expire. I wonder if we should lead on. Now, what are we trying to hit? We want to avoid this one. Skillful. Ooh, quality star for every maximum leveled skill without buffs. Ooh, okay. And then on the extreme, we just get a bunch of influence points. The extremes, well, actually, we might be able to go and push hard to the right over here for sensational stories. And yeah, it looks like these locks do build up. Because I think it was one last time. So we sort of want to do 2 back-to-back sensationals. And maybe I just should. But let's start with this. And then, okay, you actually don't have very many tags. Okay, let me start with that. I don't suppose I've got a second statistics, do I? No. But there's a couple of different ways to do it. Do we have a sports or there we go, society dirt. Our front page can be all society dirt and a hard shove to the sensational. And then what's got defeat? We got a few sports defeat tags. So let's do actually oh, none of them have a shove to the right. That's a crime story. Hold on. If I click on these. Society Heartbreak. I don't actually need to do Society Heartbreak. But, oh, that's my only other... Oh, no, I could do this one. And then on this page, that. And then, do I have one more push to the right that isn't crime? Yes. Okay. So that's the priority for this one, I'm deciding. You've got crime, so no, but this... Oh, that's also crime. Okay, so no more of that. I'm just looking for the secondary traits, any other triumphant, because triumphant will likely be... Yeah, so this is triumphant and sport, for example. So it's triumph in defeat, this one, apparently. Okay, that's my only other triumphant one, so we'll probably want, I mean, either a defeat tag or a sports tag. Here's, I mean, and I was going to say probably a combo. Do I care about the... Yeah, I guess I'll run the old one while we've got it. Maybe I want to save that for next week. I don't know if that's always going to be the best thing to do. Oh, I did have another right-leaning one, but there we go. We'll do that. And by right, I mean sensational in this case. So we'll do that. Oh, yeah, no, we definitely had more. So we had no shortage of ability to push in the sensational direction. Hold on a sec. No, those are all society heartbreaks. Do we have room for more society heartbreaks? So I think the answer is no. Yeah, I don't know if riskies or combos, but anyway. More heartbreak, but no. Okay, so we'll just run miscellaneous society stuff. These guys are about to expire. So let's go and run that and that. Well, this is society, and it's got a little golden tag. We'll do that. I might have wanted to put it in the double slot, but then that would have erased our push to the sensational. Okay, it's not going to be quite as much as last one, but it's still going to be a pretty good paper. It doesn't complete Gravesend, which is actually quite annoying. This combo, yeah, I probably should have... I was really hoping I'd be able to get a statistics in politics. But unfortunately, not going to happen. Disappeared form something something. Prep Club. Didn't hit that, but we got that. A few more subscribers. Hands in the fire. A little bit of bonus money. And there we go. A little bit of a boost there. And then there we go. Sensational. And yeah, we'll try to run another sensational. Assuming... Okay, there's nothing exciting next week. So yeah, we'll try to push sensational. We don't have to go to the extreme. Oh, okay. So we have our first senior. It's Chris Martinez, the senior typesetter. Now, I think that means you do want prestige as a bit of a boost. Okay, Mafia still looking 2 censorships. I mean, I could cycle that. You still want the 20 fruit crates. Did they stay around from week to week? Print at least 1 statement. Well, tell you what, that sounds great. It will lower the high society, but it'll give us influence. And we know I'm going to stay over here because... Yeah, statement. I think I said statistics, but it's statement that we want to do. So we're going to be highly incentivized to run that, so that should be easier for us. What else? I mean, I might just want to save up to page module 6, but I'm not sure if that's the way to do it. Should I be unlocking more of these things? Oh, that's assembling buff. You know what? We don't have a lot of that. I'm going to do it. I'm going to get an assembling buff. And a day planner for a... Oh, it does 2 things. Assembling and typesetting. Okay. So let's pause and build those. So production assembly, or what's it called? Yeah, production accessories. So the day planner does 2. The calendar is probably big. Actually, it's not that big, which is good because I'm not really able to combo some of these to overlap. So here, I could save a little bit by doing that, and this one doesn't matter, so we'll go and do this. Okay, so all these have their bonuses. Great. Now we're going to go to the day planner. Yeah, which... Oh, I can get 2 there. Nice. And I won't be able to over here, but that's fine. And then you... Yeah, I mean, you could have been overlapped in other ways as well. Oh, you don't have one. It's worth checking. I kind of wish these areas would change from... So they don't show up as all if they're not relevant, but I kind of wish it turned to gray if it wouldn't do anything. So gray to show that, yeah, technically this is a place that could benefit from this object, except it won't benefit from it right now because reasons. Yeah, it's only not wide enough to cover these 2. Because then what happens is I have to go and do this and then just check that none of the numbers go up. Okay, but that is going to be nice, I think. I guess we should check the employees, because if someone has a crazy trait... And I could shuffle, like I could re-roll, but I don't think we need to do that. But I might want to look, even if we might lose some skill on something. Now, one of our typesetters... not hiring. Sort by... what is this? Number of unassigned employees. Click the toggle. Oh, I'm assuming if we had an unassigned employee, that would filter for them. Okay. Oh, it's got a little thing with Chris here. And yeah, you've got that. So I think with Chris, I think you now have this need enabled. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this red apple painting and move it down here. And I mean, it might have just meant, like, you'll have to go and stare at it from time to time, but now you actually have it present. Okay, as for this, now we already have a statement, but maybe we could combo it, so let's go and prioritize crime and politics. I mean, what's the difference between the 2? And then the same thing over here. And then, you know, by getting some of these combos set up, we can get ourselves in a position... Oh, yeah, look at that. Current threshold, so you're okay. You're sitting at 100%, so you actually got a boost. Maybe because it's looking at these, and then this is just an extra bonus? Which didn't seem to affect any of the normal employees. Like, this is just grayed out. So the prestige isn't an extra need, it's an ability to get an extra bonus? Should I swap these 2 desks around? Because we want to prioritize that one? I don't know, I'll just try to drop things off more. Okay, I'm going to deprioritize crime here, just because I'm worried about running out of people who can do the crime job. So we'll just do a super fast start to crime. We got a star out of that from high quality, which is nice. So crime. So yeah, order doesn't... Oh, no, it's a branch. Well, we definitely want to go top branch. Bottom branch here would just be a single crime tag. Very boring. Top one is going to be... Is it even going to get a crime tag? Is it just going to be alarming investigative? Or does it get an implied crime? Huh. It's not going to have a base crime tag. I don't think I'd ever noticed that that was a thing that could happen. All right, society. Probably top. Especially, we do want the sensational stories. Although we could get it in the bottom. This is total 3 tags. Takes slightly longer to do, but I guess we'll do the top one. Karen's not very good at politics. Maybe we should wait for someone to cycle. Here we got 2 politics. And then more politics. We don't have that many, and they're still out. All right, Karen, I'll get you to start on this one. Let me turn off the politics focus. Actually, I'll go back to crime focus for whatever unlocks next. Oh. Oh, hang on. I missed that this was society. Whoops. You know what? Yeah, okay. Even though the top one is kind of better for what we're looking for, generally speaking, it's going to be more efficient this way. Okay, we have to start on the bottom. Oh, there's a censorship story that we could have done for the Mafia. Penny. Drop off the story. There best typesetters over here. And right, that's just adventurous, so this is fine here. And then here. Oh yeah, we need to do the politics first, which we're still waiting on. And then over here, I guess we'll just throw in Bridget. Who dis? Charlene. Get you to drop that off, please. And I think you're probably a crime person. Indeed. Go to work. Okay. Right, and we'll start on this one, but we're going to wait a tick to make sure we don't... Well, maybe once you're signed, it's fine. Did we discover that? I don't remember. If maybe once they're assigned, you can't blow up the route behind them. Yeah, we might have discovered that. Done, and... So you're 5 hours away, so we can definitely go and assign someone over here now. That's going to be all right. Okay, what I'm going to do, actually, normally I wait until a week is done, but I just realized that I probably should have cut this episode at the start of this week. We're going to go put a cut in here. Everything seems to be flowing very well now. Really happy with things. And the top floor, a little bit of crankiness still when people go up there, but it should only be the repair person, especially if I keep manually loading the paper. And speaking of, we don't have enough here. So before I forget for next week, we're going to do a couple of, next episode. I'm going to do a couple loads of paper here. I also have enough to unlock the next floor, although we wouldn't have, I don't anymore. Before the paper, I would have. But even being able to unlock the next floor, we wouldn't have had enough to fill it with anything. I wonder if this might be a good place when we get our lawyers' offices to put them up here, because while they might have to go down and pick up the lawsuits, we can always just load them in. And again, we don't get lawsuits that often. It might be worth just eating the cost. We've got a counter for the we can do a counter for the lawsuits, but maybe we don't need to. We've got a bit of a counter for the mafia here, and maybe not like perfect. Maybe some things will still get smashed. And we're losing some money paying this person when there is no mafia, but it represents a production loss. I don't know if we have anything, like if there's anything in the game that counters protesters. I bet you there is, but I don't know what it is yet. So anyway, we should be cruising towards finishing these things. And yeah, maybe it doesn't make sense for me to have worked on Gravesend, again, because it's only going to be in, I think, another 1,000k subscribers. But I kind of like the idea of finishing it, and it just lined up very nicely with the military job over here. All right, folks, we're going to go and wrap it up. Thank you very much for watching another episode, and thank you very much for the advice. Again, there's always a lag, by the way, right? If you're leaving a comment in one episode, and then 2 episodes later, I still haven't, made adjustments because of that, remember that things get pre-recorded. So, let's keep it good. Let's keep it positive. See you next time. Bye-bye.